Well, hi everybody, Bruce here. Today let's go over the lead parts to the X-Files theme. Now I'm not going to use my synthesizer for this, but I'm going to be using exactly the same backing track as the one that I have uploaded to YouTube. That way all the timing and all the different parameters of the song will match exactly with that backing track. So this will make a lot more sense that way. First thing let's do is let's talk about the major sections of the song. Now songs are typically broken down into an A, B, C, D, E section, whatever. In addition to that, there's frequently an intro and an outro, which could be completely different than anything else in the song, but they're completely unique. Whereas a section like an A section could be repeated, same as a B section, sometimes a C, sometimes a D. Well, typically the closer to the beginning of the alphabet it is, like an A section, the more it's repeated. A B is frequently a chorus, so it's repeated a couple times through the song. And sometimes a C is a bridge, so it could be only one time in the song that that bridge is used. Well, in this case, we're going to talk about the main section. That is going to be our A section. Our B section is going to be that quirky little part that that's going to be the B section. The C section will be this high lead. That will be the C section, and then we will get back into the A section and we will finish the song. Okay, so this song is in the key of A minor, and we're going to concentrate on this A minor chord in the 5th fret position, bar in the 5th fret. And we're going to play a lot of our lead straight out of that bar chord. Now, we can play a partial version of that bar chord by leaving the 6th and 5th string open and concentrating on the 5th string, of course, because that's the root. And then we can play the bar chord so that it is just the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd string barred with the 1st finger, and then the 4th string with our ring finger plays that root. Alright? So now the way that this lead is going to work is we're going to start off with that 4th string position where we are in the 5th fret position, so we're going to do the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th fret. So one finger per fret. And we're going to start off here on the 4th string with our ring finger, and it's going to go like this. Alright, so we start off with the ring finger, then we jump up to the 2nd string. If we want to just keep that bar there, that's fine. And then the ring finger on the 3rd string. And then back up to the 2nd string, and then the little finger on the 2nd string. Okay, so it goes like this. The next part goes. Now I'm just playing off the bar. I'm just going up to the first string there. Then it goes 4, 3, 1, 4, 1, 1. Goes, and it ends up by going, that end part is 4, 3, 1, 4, 3, 1. Now you have to use your ear when I say 1, 2, 3, or 4 to know that it's going to change strings. Obviously, I'll let you know if you're going to skip a string because that might not be quite as obvious. But otherwise, if you're here and I say 1, 1, it's either going to be 1, 1 or 1, 1. And you know by the way that the lead sounds which one it is. So it's just quicker that way to present the material in that fashion. So let's go over this again. Let's go over that first part. It goes like this. I'm going to play it very slowly. Now I have lifted my fingers off the frets to make it more clearly what notes I'm playing, but remember that you can keep that bar there the whole time. and keep that bar right there. It just makes life a lot simpler. Okay, so that is the first half of the A section. Now the second half of it goes almost identically as the first part, but it gets cut short. Let me show you how that goes. It goes. Then it just goes, and that's it. Okay? So before we would go, we don't do that. We just go, and then, and that's the end of it. Now the chords are going to be playing an A minor. Then it gets into the B section. All right? But now the most important thing for you to understand is, where does the lead come in? And this is a little bit tricky. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play the backing track, and I'm going to show you exactly where the lead comes in on these different parts. Now there's thematic to this whole thing is that typically when you have a lead-in note, like here you have, that's the lead-in note. But that note, that's actually the most important note. That's actually on the first beat. So it's like lead in 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay? So now I'm going to show you how it works actually with the backing track. Okay, so let's play along with the backing track. You'll get a good feel for exactly where that lead part comes in. Okay, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Wait. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 4, 1, 2, 3. That's the way it segues out of the first A section into the B section. Hey, let me be honest with you, that B section threw me for a complete loop for a while, and I finally ended up having to buy the sheet music to figure it out. But here's the way that it goes. It's a series of triplets, and we're going to play the third, second, and first string. So we start off with 10, 12, 12, like this. Then it goes 9, 9, 8. Then it goes 5, 7, 7. Then we're back into an A minor chord. So the first three strings are barred on the 5th fret, but we kind of need a bass string in there for an A. You can either play the open A or just a bar. And you notice that we've been playing triplets up to that point, but here we have 4 notes. The keyboard parts actually rotate between 3 and 4 notes all the way down, but I think on the guitar it sounds better and more clear when you just play these triplets. Till you get here, then you go. And you can either play that twice, but I just like to hold it and let it ring, because now we're down into the same series an octave lower, and we go to our 4th string now. We're going to play 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string, and it's going to be on the 2nd fret, 3rd fret, and 4th fret. Then it's going to go play that twice. Then it's going to go to an open 4th string, and then it's open 1, 1. Now we're down to our 5th string, and it's 3, 4, 4. And then we just have an A minor chord. You can play it in the open position if you want. Okay, so we're going to be playing in the 12th fret position now. So we're covering the 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th fret. We try to follow the rule of one finger per fret. So if we say fret 3 or third finger, we know both what finger is going to be used and what fret it's going to be. And all we don't know is what string it's going to be on. So we're going to start off on the 4th string, 3rd fret. So that's our ring finger. And we're going to jump up to the 1st finger of the 1st string. So it goes big jump, octave jump. So you're going to go so 3, 1, and then 4, 1, 2, 1, 3, 3, 1, 3. And then we do it again, except at the first we don't jump up from the 4th string to the 1st, we jump from the 3rd string to the 1st. So the first time it goes, and the second time it goes, and that was the same. Now we go one more note down, which is on the 4th string, 12th fret. So let's play that whole section right there. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Then starting here. Okay, the next part starts on the 2nd string, 2nd fret. That goes 2, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 3, 1, 3. Again, I'll play it through. And just like we did on the first time through, we're going to play that same little riff, except when we get down to this note, the last note, we're going to go step down a full step again. So it's going to go. Alright, so let's play everything we got so far through that whole section. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we shift down one position, so we're covering 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, so we're in the 11th fret position, and we hit our ring finger here on the 4th string, so it goes 3, 1, and then a little bit of a rest, and then little finger, so it goes. And then we slide down again in the same similar pattern. We go ring finger, 1st finger, but instead of hitting our little finger, we come up to the 2nd string and hit the 12th fret and then the 10th fret. So let me show you kind of the inside compositional view of how this is working. You know, if we go, you see that note right there? We don't play that note, but that's where the feeling of the song. Instead of that note, we come up here to this high note. So it's going to go. And then we play that twice. Okay? So let's start the backing track and play through that whole C section. So I'm going to count this in, and the way I'm going to count it in is I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so we're going to play that grace note, or that first note, on the 4, and then I'm going to start the backing track on 1. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, like that. Okay, so ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, in order to illustrate that final A section, I'm going to play the end of the C section that comes right before it, and I'm going to pick a very recognizable spot, and that is where it goes. Alright, so I'm going to start right there, and then I'm going to go ahead and play through the whole ending of the song. Okay, here we go. Play exactly the same thing again. We don't stop here, we keep going. Then just the fourth and the second string. Then a B7th, D minor, A minor. And that's the end of the song. Okay? Very good. So there's really nothing new there at the end of the song where we play the A section again, except for the fact that we don't cut it short. The first time we cut it short by going, when we got to that, we just went just 1, 2 again, and then we were into that B section. This time we play through the whole thing twice, entirely. Okay, and when we get to the end of it, we finish up by, in that A minor chord, just playing the 4th string and the 2nd string. Plays that twice. Then we have a B 7th chord, which we can either play like this, or like this. Then we have a D minor chord, which you can play there or here. And then we end up with an A minor, which you can either play there or you can play here like that. So I like to end with the B here. And this is not a... If you play the B here, play it as a 7th, and the reason is because it's not so much that it's the 7th, it's just that it's holding that A, and then it's more of a lead, thematic lead part than it is actually chord harmony. Because the reason is because if you play a B up here, you want to play it as a B and not a B7th. It doesn't sound right when you play it as a B7th. So even though you play it down here as a B7th, the real reason is because of that A. So anyway, you can play a B here and then a D minor here. And then you can play, I think this is a real pretty chord, play this A minor. You like take a D minor and you slide it up here to where your first finger's in the 8th fret, and then you play the A string, and then you play the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd string. Like that. And that, my friends, is the whole song. So, hope you got something out of this. I noticed there's not very many videos on YouTube that cover this song, so which is kind of surprising to me because I think it's a great song. So anyway, thanks for your attention, and we'll see you next time. You take care now.